everyone, let us learn Pythagoras theorem just in a few minutes. Now we know that there are various kinds of triangle, like there is acute triangle, obtuse triangle, reflex triangle, straight angle. One of them is right angled triangle, right? It is right angled triangle. Usually a right angled triangle will look like this. So this is a usual right angle triangle. It will have a perpendicular, it will have a hypotenuse, and it will also have a base. Now in a right angle triangle, we of course know that in a triangle there are three sides. So in a triangle there are three sides. We know that. Now out of these three sides, a right angle triangle has these three sides only. Now the first one, the straight line, the line which is perpendicular, the line which is, so let's name this part of the triangle A, this part B, and this part C. Okay, these vertices are A, B, C. So in triangle ABC, which is a right angle triangle, we can see that AB, this line segment AB, is perpendicular on BC. So the line which is perpendicular on a horizontal line is known as perpendicular. So this is our perpendicular. Now the line it is perpendicular on is the base. As the name suggests, base is of course the foundation or the base for the two ones. Okay, and now this slanted line, we can see this line which is AC is our hypotenuse. As we know, in a right angle triangle, the longest side of the right angle triangle is obviously hypotenuse. Now the shortest side of the triangle, we can see and understand itself that it must be base. So in terms of length, the length of hypotenuse is maximum. It is the longest side, as we can see and understand only. So hypotenuse is the greatest. After that comes our perpendicular. Perpendicular is in the middle. So hypotenuse is the longest side, then perpendicular in the middle. The shortest side of a right angle triangle is a base. Now in a right angle triangle, there is a way in which if we are given either hypotenuse and perpendicular, so we can find out base. So we have to be given two, out of these three sides, right? Hypotenuse, perpendicular, base. So this is our perpendicular, this is our base, this is our hypotenuse. Out of these three sides, if we are given with two sides, then we can easily calculate the length of another side. How is that possible? It is possible by the Pythagoras theorem. Now Pythagoras theorem is a theorem, which means it's a fixed theorem for everyone, which states that the square of base plus the square of perpendicular will be equal to the square of hypotenuse. So let's assume that A is base, perpendicular is B, and hypotenuse is C. That's how you get your famous formula of A square plus B square is equal to C square. Alright, so it's always like this, that in a right angle triangle, which will oddly look like this, not exactly like this because the lines are not straight, but a right angle triangle will always look like this, out of which the perpendicular square plus your plus the base square, this is the base, so perpendicular square plus the base square will be the hypotenuse square. This is a law. If a right angle triangle is not matching this law, it is not exactly a right angle triangle. Now a right angle triangle, here it must be 90 degrees because right angle only means 90 degrees. So when something is perpendicular on something, then it's always 180 degrees, right? The total one is 180 degrees. Like this, if there's a straight line, then the total one is 180 degrees. So if there is a half straight line and a perpendicular on it, so it will be half of 180 degrees, which means this is 90 degrees. So so how can we verify whether a right angle, whether a triangle is a right angle triangle or not? Very easy. We can actually verify the sides, the measure of the sides if it's given. We can verify it for this very important formula, which is the Pythagoras theorem. If our right angle matches this formula, means yes, base, the measure of base square plus the measure of a perpendicular square is equal to the measure of hypotenuse square, then only we can call a right angle, then only we can call a triangle right angle. Unless and until we've satisfied that theorem, we verify it, we cannot call a right angle triangle right? So this is a 90 degrees. So 90 degree must be present. There must be a hypotenuse, there must be a perpendicular, and there must be a base, and you have to match this law. You have to match this equation. So that's it. That's what actually Pythagoras theorem is, and that is what Pythagoras theorem is about. Now there are varieties of sum which can be given to us. Like, let's solve two sums of different varieties. So as you can see right here, so we have a right angle triangle and we are asked to find the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. Now as we know, hypotenuse is this one, this slanted side, which is also the longest side of a right angle triangle. This is going to be our hypotenuse, and we are given the measure of the perpendicular and the base, which is, this one is 4 meter and this one is 3 meter. So angle XYZ is equal to 90 degrees, right? So angle XYZ is a right angle triangle, and we are given that if you have the base and you have the height, can you find out the hypotenuse? Yes, we can. What can we do is, we know that the formula for finding out, this is this one. So base square plus perpendicular is equal to hypotenuse square. Here, what is the base? The base is 3 meter. So you can also turn it like this can be perpendicular square, because you see our addition is absolutely, it follows commutative property. So it's commutative. So whether you put perpendicular before or you put base before, that does not really matter. So you can put base here also. So no problem, both are correct. So you just have to write that 4 square, which is the perpendicular, plus 3 square, which is the base. So we have squared it, is equal to c square. C is our hypotenuse, and we don't know what is the hypotenuse. So we know 4 square. What is 4 square? It's 16. What is 3 square? It's 9. What then c square, right? And then, so you see, if we calculate, 16 plus 9 is 25, which means 25 is equal to c square. If c square is equal to 25, that should mean that c, which is our hypotenuse, means root over 25. Now we know what is the root of 25. It's absolutely 5. And what is it? 5 meter. So the hypotenuse is 5 meter. That's our answer. So this is how simple sums will come. Now you see, 4 meter, 3 meter and 5 meter. These 3 sides can definitely make a right angle triangle. So the 3 sides which can make a right angle triangle and the 3 sides satisfy this theorem, which is a Pythagoras theorem. They are known as Pythagorean. As you can see, they are known as Pythagorean triplets. Triplets, why? Because there are 3 sides. So 3 sides which satisfy this equation of perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square is known as Pythagorean triplets. So this is the second question. So it says that a ladder is kept at a distance of 15 centimeter from the wall, such that the top of the ladder is at height 8 centimeter from the bottom of the wall. Find the length of the ladder. Fine, so we have to find the length of the ladder. So in these practical applications, in these real life cases of you see Pythagoras theorem, we cannot just read the question and understand what the question is trying to say, and we cannot just keep on reading the question to understand what the answer will be. So it's best if we draw a diagram or if we visualize it in that manner. So it said that a ladder is kept at a distance of 15 centimeter from the wall. So there's this wall. So let the wall, like, this is a straight line. So this straight line is the wall. Now a ladder, how is a ladder kept? Always a ladder is kept like this, right? Ladder is never kept straight. Ladder is always slanted. It's always balanced. It's always kept against the wall. So it's kept like this. And now ladder, to denote the ladder also, I will not make such designs. I will just use one single line. And then it said at a distance of 15 centimeters. So ladder is kept at a distance of 15 centimeter from the wall. So now where can we see the distance? The distance is here. So this is the distance. So the question says that the distance is 15 centimeter such that the top of the ladder is at height 8 centimeters. So if you can comprehend it, where is the top of the ladder? This is the top of the ladder. This is our ladder. See, I will name the triangle. This is a right angle triangle made, as you can see. So this is A, this is B, this is C. Fine. So you see, the ladder is AC. Now where does the ladder end? So where is the top of the ladder? A is the top of the ladder. So it says that such that the top of the ladder is at height 8 centimeter from the bottom of the wall. So maybe the wall is of some length, I don't know. But the ladder ends where it's 8 centimeter. So maybe this is also some distance, I don't know about that. But the ladder is against the wall till 8 centimeter. So the height of 8 centimeter of the wall. So 8 centimeter of wall is supporting the ladder. So then we are set to find what is the length of the ladder. So this is our ladder. So this is the length of the ladder. Let's say length of the ladder is in hypotenuse. Now if you look at this, so length of the ladder will be AC, the line segment AC. If you look at this as a right angle triangle, so at B we have a right angle triangle. Okay, and this is the perpendicular, this is the base. Now we know, according to Pythagoras theorem, perpendicular plus base square, so perpendicular plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. Here we have the perpendicular? Yes we do, it's 8 centimeter. So 8 square plus, do we have the base? Yes we do, it's 15. So 15, so like this. So 15 square is equal to C square. What is 8 square? We all know 8 into 8 is 64. What is 15 square? 15 into 15 is, so 225. So 15 square is 225 is equal to C square. Now if we add this 225 plus 64, what do we get? Let's add it on this side. 225 plus 64. So we will get 289. So we can say that C square is equal to 289, right? Now then C equals to root over 289. And what is root over 289? It's 17. And what is 17? What is the unit? Centimeter. So the length of the ladder is 17 centimeter. We used Pythagoras theorem to find out the length of the ladder. So such kinds of question will come. These were the top 2 kinds of questions that may come. Usually these questions have a lot of application. You have to draw a diagram or visualize what the question is trying to say. So that is it for today. So let's just recap in once that what we learned in today's lesson. So this is everything that we have learned in today's class. So we have learned what is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is simple. Perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. This will only apply for right angle triangle. So Pythagoras theorem is only for right angle triangle and no other kind of triangle. So this is a right angle triangle where this is 90 degrees. The perpendicular, the thing which is perpendicular, which is at 90 degrees, is known as perpendicular. The base, which is the foundation of the other 2 sides, is known as base. And the longest side, which is also sometimes slanted. So whenever in a right angle triangle you see a line a little slanted, so it's sure that that slanted line is hypotenuse. Then we learned that hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle and base is the shortest side. So by seeing that also you can identify what is the hypotenuse, what is the base. So suppose you're given with these like 12, 5 and 13. This is a Pythagorean triplet. And we also did learn, right, what is Pythagorean triplet. We also learned about Pythagorean triplet. What did we exactly learn about Pythagorean triplet? That three sides of a triangle which satisfy this Pythagoras theorem are Pythagorean triplets. So suppose this is a Pythagorean triplet, okay, 12, 5, 13. So if I give you this Pythagorean triplet, can you tell me which is the base and which is the hypotenuse? Of course, hypotenuse is the longest side, with 13 is the hypotenuse, and the base is the shortest one, so 5 is the base. And so this is H, this is B, and the middle one is the perpendicular. So that's what we learned in today's class. Thank you and goodbye.